Welcome back everyone. Today I have a Disney pin haul video. This is like a pretty large pin haul. I have made a few TikToks about it, so if you're not following me already on TikTok, go follow me on TikTok. My username is AshleyLynn_Carver. It's in the description always, and I would love to have you over on that channel in that community. But I'm going to do a big pin haul of all of them. They have officially all come in. That's why I had multiple videos over on TikTok, because I'd have a lot come in, but I was still waiting on a few and I was so eager to open. So I'm gonna show you everything I've gotten in, opened. I've had trades, I've had purchases, I've had mystery box openings, so let's get into it. So these are going to come in no particular order, but if you've been following me for a while, then you may know that I am a Disney nerd fanatic. I've been collecting Disney pins since I was 7 years old, which now marks like 20 years almost, 19 years basically. And so as you can imagine, I have quite a few, but the collection has really taken off in the last few years since I've become an adult, had my own like expendable income to put into this. So it's quite a large collection. And as I mentioned in my TikTok video, I don't let myself go on these like massive rampages of like pin buying multiple times a year or just like all the time. I'm pretty like consistent on how much I allow myself to spend on pins each like month-ish. I feel like every year after Christmas with my like Christmas money that I'm given, I feel like that's where sometimes I will like go on a big spree and finish off some collections that need finishing, and that's what happened. So we finished some collections that I've been collecting for quite some time, which is a huge like checkpoint off my list, as well as just some like randoms, started some new ones. So yeah, let's just start. So these are in absolutely no particular order. I'm just picking up, and the first one I'm picking up is the Stitch Terrarium pin. This was part of a monthly series in 2021, I believe, and I needed this one and the Princess and the Frog one. These are the last two from the collection, and now that I have these, I have finished this entire collection. The next one is the Enchanted Emblems Tangled pin. This one was the first pin released in this series in 2020, but it was very hard to track down for a reasonable price. It looks like this. It has like the flower and the beautiful purple, and then it actually does spin. It has a spinner element, and I may not be able to get it to spin without taking the Mickey heads off the back, and I really don't want to right now, so I'm just gonna turn it around. But it has a little scene from the movie, and that's how all of these are, and this completes that collection as well. The next one is from a 2019 pin collection. It was the Holiday Resort bells. These came out at Christmas, and they made a little like spinner element bell pin for every Disneyland and Disney World resort. So it has been like, I think about 30 pins in this collection, which is crazy, and ones that have taken me over 4 years to officially finish, but I did officially finish them. First with this one that's the Wilderness Lodge, I believe, and then the back is got Chip and Dale on it. And these are just really fun. I feel like the color schemes are really cool, and seeing the characters that they picked for each resort is really neat as well. And the last one I needed is Alani, and I feel like this one, even though I did double check, because what was weird about this collection was the limited edition numbers was not consistent. So what I mean by that is like some of them were like edition 4000, some of them were 2500. The lowest one I think was like something with Hilton Head, and it was like 750, which is insanely low. And so they just like varied. And so honestly, I did not see hardly any of the Alanis online anywhere for the longest time, and I figured that it had a low LE, and it didn't. It actually was like one of the highest ones. So I don't know if people just really that wanted to get these were not giving them up, but it has Olumel on the back, so really cute. He's like surfing, and yeah, this was like one of the hardest ones for me to find, but plated that collection. Next, I have some of the Park Cruiser pins. These are some of the coolest pins in my opinion. Some of my favorites in my collection, and this is a 2020 monthly series. This was honestly probably the monthly series of 2020 that got the most chaotic and had the most randomized release dates because of COVID. A lot of the collections that year were kind of off, but I feel like the rest of them like picked back up in normalcy. These absolutely did not, which just made them harder to get. And the first few from the collection were so expensive for the longest times. So it's been quite a journey to try and finish this series, but I got the Haunted Mansion cruiser pin, and as you can see, it has such a 3D element of the Doom buggy. It has like the ride vehicles featured on them, but this one was February's and this was hard to get. And then this one I never thought I'd get a hold of because it didn't release until like I think 2022, and they only released very few at times. I don't even know how many have officially been released into the world and where all they've gone and when they've been out there, but it's the Splash Mountain one, and I believe this was the one that was supposed to release for March. There's a lot of confusion between the Roger Rabbit one and the Splash Mountain one on which one was March, which one was April, or if it was supposed to be later in the year. Honestly, I feel like we're never gonna have like perfect clarity on what months each one was supposed to release with. If you see this video and you know, whoever you are out there, please comment below to give me some clarity because I would love to know. But now that this attraction is closed, this just makes this an even more like unique and special pin in my opinion. We have Brer Rabbit and the little log ride. It even has like the lap bars, which I just think they just do such a good job on some of these pins. I just think these are really cool, unique pins. So officially completed that series, which is like a huge check mark. Okay, so those were all the series that I was able to complete in this little pin extravaganza. So now moving on to some booster packs. I had collected the Toy Story booster packs. I don't really know if they have any other name than that, but they did them for all 4 movies. And I have completed the 3rd movie now with the Keys in a Pod pin. It looks like this, and I got this one, and I got the Lotso one. It says Beware of the Bear, or Beware the Bear, and it looks like this. So I now have completely finished Toy Story 3. I had already completed 4 and 2, and then I was able to add Rex. He's such a fave of mine. I feel like as I've gotten older as an adult, I really resonate with him and his anxieties. And Ham to add to my Toy Story 1 collection for the booster packs. And so I'm literally only missing the aliens from the Toy Story 1 booster pack, and then I will have finished all of those booster pack sets. Now moving to a mystery box set. This was a mystery box that released last year, I believe, and it was like a generic Mickey and Friends set of a very like retro 90s pins. That's like the colors and the background just give really like vintage 90s like retro style, and it's so cute. I love that style right now. And so anyways, I got a few packs and got a bunch of duplicates. I'm sure there's a video somewhere out there of me opening those pins, I'm not sure, but I was able to do a few trades to finish that series. So one of them that I needed was Mickey. I feel like I was honestly kind of missing some of the like main characters, and so I really wanted to trade and get those taken care of. I also traded for Minnie. I actually really love her in the little hot pink dress. I feel like we don't ever see her in hot pink. It's either red or baby pink. I still needed Pluto. And the last one I needed was this Huey, Dewey, and Louie, which they're never like seen on pins. And so I thought that was a really neat little touch on that set. But I've now completed that mystery pack. And then the last completest, I think, that I have over here is this Eeyore portrait pin, which is a Hidden Mickey series from, I want to say 2017 or something like that. I'm gonna see on the back if I can tell. Honestly, it may be from before then, I'm not sure. This is a set of 7 Hidden Mickeys. They're all in this little like old school portrait style. You can see the Hidden Mickey at the bottom a little bit. There the light is really shining through now. But they're these like little black and white, like almost like old English style portraits, and I think that's really, really cute. And they have Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, Piglet, Owl, Rabbit, and Kangaroo, and those are the 7. And so now that I have Eeyore, I have this whole set, and this has taken quite some time because these are often faked, and so a lot of them that you see going around are fakes, and it's just really important for me to try and have everything be real. I may have a fake somewhere in my collection and just don't realize it, but I do try to really authenticate my pins and make sure that they're real. So that's taken a while, but I now have that whole set. Now moving on, I have 2 fig pins that I traded for. I really want to get this whole like set of the characters in the 50th outfits because I just absolutely loved the 50th at Walt Disney World, and the 50th color scheme and style. I honestly could just cry and get emotional thinking about it right now. But I had Chip already, and now I'm adding Mickey. I mean, look how like, first of all, substantially sized it is, but it's so glossy and like clear and pretty. And I'm also adding Minnie. And I just feel like she's so cute in her little like flouncy, puffy dress. Now moving on to some pins that I purchased from Shop Disney. I've been collecting the supporting cast pins, and I think I have every single one of them. Actually, I take it back. I think I'm missing one of the Star Wars ones, and I'm missing the newer like Christopher Robin 100 Acre Wood group one, and that one I have got to track down as much as I love the 100 Acre Wood, but I have every other one, and so it's getting to be quite a collection, but I just love the style they're done in. So I was able to order 3 of those from Shop Disney, and the first one is the Encanto one. They're just so big and they're so cool the way that the art style is. I was able to get the Frozen one. I absolutely love that like yoo-hoo, Big Summer Blowout guy is on there. I love that he made the cut. I haven't taken this one off the backer card yet because I literally got it in the mail yesterday, but I also got the Fantasia one. And then I also was able to get this one of Mirabel and Antonio from Encanto. I think this was probably just like an open edition random pin, but I saw it and I had to get it because these are my 2 favorite characters from Encanto. I think Antonio is probably my favorite Encanto character. He's adorable. Okay, the next 2 pins are ones that I've just released at Disney. I believe one is actually at Walt Disney World, one is at Disneyland, so I had park pickups done for both of these, but these are the 2 monthly series that I'm planning to collect for 2024. I'm really keeping myself on only collecting these 2 because I've had some years where I was collecting 3 or 4 monthly sets, and not only is it so expensive to do that, but it's also just very easy to slip and miss months and then have to track that pin down, and typically when that happens you're paying way over retail, so it's best to just try and get it right when it releases with someone that does park pickups, and the best way to do that is to only have a few. So just doing 2. So the first one is the This Is My Home collection. This one is Cinderella, who is my like main girl princess, and I just am obsessed with the blues. It's like a pin on pin, and she's looking out the window into her kingdom, and I just love that blue, y'all know, and I just think that's so pretty. So I'm so intrigued to see the rest of this collection. And then the one I'm collecting for Walt Disney World is called Walt Disney World on Parade, and they actually have a Disneyland version of this as well, and I think there will be a few differences if I had to imagine by the end of the collection. Maybe not, maybe they're just releasing them in different orders, not sure, but I think I'm gonna love this collection because I'm such a parade girl. And the first one they released is Figment. He's like riding on his little parade float. It's a lot of pin on pin design, but the coolest thing is they have little like hooks in the front and then holders in the back, if you can tell that. And I think that that means they're going to maybe like connect into each other, which is just a cool little like added element. Okay, the next portion was some mystery pin boxes that I opened up from Box Lunch. These were all Loungeflies, but honestly the quality is some of the best Loungefly pins I've ever seen of these. But I got the Pixar stained glass set and then the Princess Sidekick set. Unfortunately, I did open lots of duplicates, so I don't have too many to really show you, but go watch that TikTok if you want to witness that firsthand. But the Princess collection, or the Princess Sidekick collection one, the first one that I got is Ray from Princess and the Frog, and they're all against this like stained glass window, which I think is really cool. The next one is Nico from Pocahontas, and I ended up getting 2 duplicates of him, so like I got 3 Mikos overall. The next one is Chip from Beauty and the Beast, and the last one I pulled is Raja from Aladdin. Okay, now moving on to the Pixar stained glass characters. These are a little smaller in size, but they have cool little emblems at the bottom, so I think that they're still just as neat. The first one is Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story. Y'all know this is my fave. The next one I have here is Remy from Ratatouille, and I pulled two duplicates of him, so I got 3 Remy's. The next one is Nemo from Finding Nemo, and the last one is Carl from Up, and I really like the purples for the grape soda that they have behind him there. Okay, and that is this massive pin haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe this isn't massive to you if you're a pin collector, but I feel like this was quite a lot of pins and pin mail that I was waiting on for most of the month of January. So that is gonna do it for this little video. I know this has kind of been a random one for this week, but I'm in Middle Tennessee and we have been trapped in by a massive snowstorm situation. I haven't left my house for 8 days, so there hasn't just been that much to film this week, but luckily mailmen were still running and I was still able to get deliveries and get these pins so I could at least make this video for you all. But I hope you all have had a great week and enjoying your January so far, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!